Welcome to Positive Talk with Kevin McDonald. Hey, that's me. Hi, and welcome to Positive Talk. Our show features the best positive stories and people from around the globe as we endeavor to answer the universal question of why am I here and what is my purpose? Understanding that can change everything, and knowing your greatness is fundamental to living your best life. So join us right now as together we work to create the adventure of our lifetime. I gotta tell you, this is a great adventure of a lifetime that we're gonna have this afternoon. I've been waiting for a year. I'm not kidding. A whole year to get these folks back on because they are something that is just special. And we're gonna get into all that. But I want to tell you, first of all, that Mother Mary is here. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. And yes. Carson, the phenomenal drummer, is here as well. And we've got Sisters J. We've got Ted Perlman. But I wanted to do this first because their music is so impactful and so heavenly. I wanted to play their latest, well, their next to latest. And we'll get to the latest, which is a premiere in a little bit. But I wanted to play Breathe In, and get your tissues because I think you're going to need them. And that is Breathe In by Sisters J. And I want to announce this early and often. If you want to go to their website, sistersj.com, you can do that. And I want to reintroduce, of course, Mary and that superstar. Now, is your name Carson or Ringo Starr?
My name is Carson.
Oh, very good, because you play just like Ringo Starr does. It's amazing.
Say someday, maybe, right?
Yeah, someday.
Oh my gosh, he goes, oh, I look so mad in that video.
He did. Well, that was part of your acting.
Right. He's trying to be tough guy. And then I still, one of my favorite in that video is Ted. It just will always be my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Ted did a great job. And so this is Sisters J. And I want to bring on also my co-host, and his name is John Verico. He just wanted to check in and say hi.
Hi, John.
Hi there. I have been just dying to meet you finally, and especially Sisters J, and compliment you on the beautiful job you did on that song.
Oh, thank you.
And we've got a premiere that we're going to play halfway through, so don't anybody go anywhere, because there's a real cool story behind that song that we're going to talk about. But I gotta introduce Mr. Celebrity himself, Mr. Ted Perlman, who has worked with some of the most dynamic people in the music industry. And Whitney,
you're talking to two of them, though.
I know. Well, these two are pretty special, but yeah, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, I'm blessed and proud of the people I've worked with, but I'm really, really proud of this part of my life. And the Sisters J and their whole family are just such a bright light now. So I'm happy for those other people, but they don't compare to these two girls. For character and just enjoying to work with.
But let me tell you something. The process to watch the three of you is so like, going back to Wind Beneath My Wings, that process is just, I love watching the three of you work together and your creations, because it's like, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. Hey, let's try this. And you guys just work so good together. So I love it. It's That's really cool.
The perfect sandwich.
Yeah,
perfect sandwich.
Yeah, we only fuss when we're not working.
What did you say, Ted?
And we only fuss when we're not working.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was talking to a student yesterday, one of the girls, Emily's, her team that works with her, and she said she played all these instruments, and then she got to the clarinet. So I had to tell the story about that. Every time I go to a pawn shop and I see a clarinet, I call up Elizabeth. I send her a text. I said, I'm going to buy it, take it out in the street and run it over. So she's tired of that already. But
Ted has like a phobia of clarinets, and he just doesn't know how to deal with it.
Well, I was talking with Mary the other day, and Elizabeth was practicing, and Mary said, "Hey, why don't you play something?" And she said, "Oh, this will be really rough. It'll be." It was beautiful. It was
very sweet.
Yeah, and the last time I heard her, she had 3 notes. So I'm sure she's got more than that by now.
I'm glad you're in Florida, Ted, because I think the look on her face told me that she was going to come and beat you.
I know she's got B, A, and G. Did you get E and F yet?
Oh my God! Look at her face. Don't get stuck.
But I know the fingering.
Yes, for the.
I think she's giving you the finger, Ted.
Yeah. 3 and 1, right? Gives you an F sharp. So
yes, when you use the octave key, yeah.
3 and 3 is a D. 3 and 2 is a E.
This has been going on for a while.
And 3 and 3, and then you got the B with your pinky down there, and it's
depends on which. There's a lot you can do with these pinkies. There's so many keys, but anyway.
Yes, this pinky is the one I like the dynamite that blows up the clarinet with. Anyway, she's a very good clarinet player. In all seriousness.
And when we first met, and you reminded me of this, Elizabeth, you were a student teacher, and you haven't
Yes.
got your bachelor's degree yet. But you
Right.
know what? Something incredible is happening this spring. What's going on?
I will be getting my master's in May. So I'm
Wow.
excited.
And your master's is in what?
It's in music performance, but I have an assistantship, so I'm teaching and doing a lot of internship work in the band office with the various ensembles. So I'm trying to check all the boxes. It's really fun.
Excellent.
And
It's not enough to have your own talent and skills, but when you can pass them on and teach as well, I mean, that just adds to the universe.
Thank you. I want to share my love of music.
Mhm.
That's one of the things we want to do together too.
Yes.
So.
And Lilly, who is an illustrator of note, and amongst other things,
She's
so you
great.
guys,
Really great.
and Mary, Mary worked for Disney at one point. She's got a podcast called Cover to Cover on the Brushwood Media Network. She introduced me to the Brushwood Media Network. I am eternally grateful that you did that. You've been on the show several times, and we also have a new song that I was fortunate enough to be part of, and
It's Kevin's fault.
well, yeah, maybe. But,
It's
Ted,
not your fault, Kevin.
but Ted, it was the arrangement that you did. I've never heard that song done that way.
Oh, I know. It's so great.
I hope my friend, one of my clients in LA wrote it, Jeff Stillbar. So it's been done so many times, and I just really wanted to find something that would, be their signature sound and do something with it, So that was a challenge, and I think we really achieved it with the vocals and the way the music went. It just sounds like a Sisters J record. It doesn't sound like something that's been done before. So that's what we were all three of us were trying to do.
And John, I played that song for you, and I want you to tell Sisters J what that song meant to you, because you actually got a little teary-eyed.
And yeah, you're gonna make me do it again.
Well, we're gonna play the song at the bottom of the hour, so yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave before that. But I did want to jump on. My mother was a performer. She was a dancer primarily. She actually, in the early 50s, was one of the Rockettes.
Whoa.
And then she gave up.
Oh.
She packed up the tap shoes and put them away to get married and have a family and all that stuff. And then after she got divorced, when we were in high school, the tap shoes came back out, and Mom was like doing talent shows and stuff. And we were like, where did that come from?
That's cool.
And then she got remarried again, and they went away. And her second husband died, and then years later,
Shoes are back.
on her 70th birthday, she married for the third time, and she married a guy who's a singer, who's got a fabulous baritone voice. And they started performing together.
Oh.
So my 70-year-old mom and her 58-year-old husband, because she was a cougar, were out and performing and singing together at senior centers, where ultimately Mom was older than half the residents, because she was doing this right up till she was 85.
Wow.
And their special song together was "Wind Beneath My Wings." It was their wedding song and all that. And so when Mom passed, then John, her husband John, sang it at her celebration of life event.
See, you don't even have to listen to the song. You're already weepy-eyed.
I know. I can hear it. What a beautiful story.
I'm a wuss. What can I say?
That's
But I
cool.
want to
mean,
tell you that your version, your special signature version of it, is just absolutely so beautiful.
Oh.
And so I want to thank you personally. And that's why when Kevin said he was doing a special show tonight, I said, you know what? I'm going to jump on. I got to say hi. I got to meet them. So.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the lyric is so powerful, and it could be, if they the two girls, their mother is their hero, so they're singing to that. You could sing it to Carson, who has overcome a whole bunch of different things. So
Mm.
he's one of my heroes. Just
Mm.
his strength and his passion for living is just really great. So I call him Dr. Edge, but he's just amazing, and I'm just glad I got to meet him, and I just love that little kid,
Thank you, Ted. Well, he loves you too because you're Uncle Edge.
Uncle Edge.
Uncle Edge, I love it.
Uncle Edge.
I tell you, that young man is going to be a great stand-up comic one day. He's got a tremendous sense of humor.
Oh, it's way beyond his years, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that just came out of your mouth.
He'll get to do his own because he knows how to play the
Yeah, he can't do his own because he can play the drums. Yeah.
Yep. Now,
Yeah,
folks,
he's really cool.
Ted, we need to take a real quick break, and it's just going to be a minute, and then we're going to come back with more, and then at the bottom of the hour. So, John, you're welcome to stay for as long as you like, but I know it's snowing where you are. It's snowing where the girls are, and Ted has got a sunburn from today, but that's just...
No, it's cold down here. It's been cold. I was like, where's the warm weather? It was like I brought my Nashville clothes out, and then
What's the temperature?
Well, it was when we first got here, it was warm, and then it got dropped down to it was windy and cold and maybe 60, and then dropping down to the 40s at night. So I know that's nothing for you guys now.
Yeah, we're the smallest violin right here. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're in
I'm
the
still walking
teens
around
here
in
in Pennsylvania.
sleeveless t-shirt, but I was in shorts when we got here, so I had to put pants on. Sorry.
Oh no!
I have to show you. I have to show you the view because we got a condo here that we're on the 30th.
I'm glad.
Oh, I
was worried about what view you wanted to show us there, Ted. So.
No. We're on the 30th floor, right? And we face the inlet, and the ocean is right there.
Oh, wow.
And and each room has these windows, half the wall that all face out. So if somebody's singing, they get to look out at that. Jimmy Buffett's ship is right over there, and it's really cool. And if I was on the other side, I'd be facing Mar-a-Lago would be that way. But I'm facing kind of north and east, which is going over there, and it's just beautiful. I mean, it's high up. It's really high up. I haven't lived in an apartment building that high since New York. I was on the 21st floor, and the building was, I think, 28 or something like that. We looked at Manhattan. So this is cool though, but it's awesome. There's a private beach in the back. There's a pool. There's a gym, and it's cool. So.
And everybody's welcome. All 1.6 million of you are welcome to go to Ted's house.
So. Yes. Please come down, but hopefully I get the girls come down and record down here. Or I get to go.
That'd be fun. Okay, kids, I've blown through my break. My producer's killing me, but we'll be right back. Are you looking for a powerful way to grow your brand while making a real difference? Well, Positive Talk is the perfect platform to align your message with inspiration, hope, and meaningful conversations. By sponsoring Positive Talk, your brand will reach an engaged audience that values positivity and connection. People who want to support companies that share their values. Take this opportunity to showcase your business in a space that uplifts, inspires, and creates lasting impact. Don't wait. Email me, kevin@kmmedia.pro today to learn how you can partner with us and spread positivity while growing your brand. And welcome back to Positive.
That's your mom? Is that her Rockette shoe?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I love it. I love it. I was the dancer, so I always dreamed of being a Rockette when I was a kid. Oh.
Well, back in the 50s, they mom was pretty short. And but back in the 50s, they weren't all in the same line. They were in a line like that. So the shorter girls were on the end. Now they're all the same height. But yep.
Wow. Those are going to be worth money, I would imagine. Oh, they're beautiful too. Where's Ted? What happened?
I don't know. Maybe he had to go get dessert. I'm not quite sure.
But wait a minute. I do have to leave, but I did want to jump on to say hi, to meet you, and to thank you once again for doing such a beautiful job on that song.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I,
Yeah, that-
and I
that
hope
was-
to
that
get
was
a
really
chance
cool.
to meet you as well.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we've connected too on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Yes,
When
absolutely. Please do.
When they're
Take care.
on their world tour, they're going to end up playing in Seattle, and then
I was going to say, are they going to come through York, Pennsylvania?
nobody goes through York, Pennsylvania.
I spent a
But-
month. I spent a month there one night.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Well,
Take
thanks,
care,
John.
everyone.
Bye, John. Thanks.
Take care, John. Bye bye.
And now we get to talk about the reason that we're here. Well, first of all, I got to give everybody a little bit of background because I got to meet you guys several years ago when your first song came out, which is Open Wind, which, by the way, my sister heard that, made her cry, and she loved that song. And so I gave her the rest of your catalog for her to listen to. And she thinks you guys, well, she knows you guys are just wonderful. And
That was almost 3 years ago.
yeah,
Wow.
so I was just a little itty bitty show 3 years ago, and now you will get play from this. I'm really sure about it. But it's great to have you here, and sisters Jay, Elizabeth, and Lily, they are both very talented. I got to tell you, and Mary, would you like to tell the story of how the song came to be?
Sure. Yes, it's a wonderful story. And it's so funny. I have a piece of paper on my dresser, and Elizabeth wrote it. I don't know how old she was. She was young. You were in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so she wrote those words on a piece of paper to me. And so it's still on my dresser.
It's
So
a poem. It's a whole poem.
it's a whole poem. Oh, I should go get it. I should have gotten it before the show. I could have read it. Yes, she wrote this whole poem to me, and it's on my dresser. And but we were on with you about a year ago, and Elizabeth had called in because you were at school and you were out in your car or something. I remember that. And then Kevin had said something like, either I don't remember the exact words you asked her, Kevin, but you said something like, do you like working with your mom, or what is it like for her being your manager, or something? I can't remember what you said.
I said your mom is a mama bear.
Okay.
She's tough.
And Elizabeth, and then you said, Elizabeth, how do you feel about her or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And she,
And
yeah.
I brought up the poem that I had read, that I wrote for her in high school, and it still rings true today. That'll never change.
Oh.
Are you close to your dresser? You want to go get it real quick? No,
I can. If you guys want to chat amongst yourselves, I can go grab it.
I would love to hear it because these guys, both of them, are so talented in all that they do, and they're writers, and they write songs and music, and we can talk to Ted about how, like Open Wind and Clearly, which we're going to play at the end of the show, and Breathe
Yeah,
In, which we've
he
already
produced
played.
all of them, and he's going to play his clarinet.
I think that's a flute.
I'm just really glad that he used the
That's
right hand position, because I saw a statue at the Opryland Hotel of like
A
a nutcracker
nutcracker.
playing the clarinet with his hands incorrectly. But anyway,
Yep.
You are talented. You even know how to have your hands on the clarinet. But you played beautifully when you played the other day. So,
thank you.
so now that you've got your master's degree, Ted, stop it. Now that you've got your master's degree, what's next for you?
So I'm going to do writing,
Yes.
and what I'm going to do, I'm updating my resume.
Mhm.
I have been the past few days, so I can start looking for work, whether that be in a music program or me starting my own studio. We're just gonna see where God takes me, because a music degree is very diverse. You can use it in many different ways. So it just depends on what you want to do and what success looks like to you. So that's the goal.
Lily, you're proud of your older sister, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Done a lot.
Expand on that, if you would.
Do what?
Actually, she just said yes, and I said expand on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's always been like really cool. I gotta think about this.
So Ted,
I just
Ted,
say
what
when
do
we
you,
were younger, if it wasn't for her and like it was healthy sibling rivalry,
Yeah.
I will say that I would have strived to one become a musician or learn how to sing because when you're kids, you got to be better than your sibling. I love her. I'm not better than her.
well,
I'm not
together?
better than you
Singing.
either. What are you talking
Exactly,
about?
it doesn't matter.
We
But,
were painting today, and I'm looking at her artwork, and I'm like, how did you do that? That's gorgeous.
I was painting a crow.
It was beautiful.
I like crows. I think they're pretty. But
They're smart too.
we always I feel like we always bounced off each other, but she was the one that always went first and dove into everything, and it's like I want to do that too, because
I am
I want
the
to be cool
oldest.
too.
They're both cool. They're both
Yeah.
they're both totally different, and they can sing sometimes where I can't tell the difference in their voices. They can actually sing and sound exactly like each other, but they each have things that they like to do, and so it's like two remarkable, independent, strong women, and they just bring so much different stuff to the table, and for some reason or another, it just blends. So yeah, I mean, talent is that both of them are so talented. It's like that song. God must have spent a little more time on them. So it's cool. It's easy to work with them because they're old souls, and they can anything I can think of, or they can do, and anything they can think of, I can do. Even what we did one song one time, and I thought it was so cool. But you should have seen. I played on the track, and they were like, "That's nice," and it was like, "Uh oh," I forget what song it was. It was like, "That's not the way we heard it." I was like, I had worked on it. It was like really cool. I don't want an accordion in this song. I forget what the song. It was one of those Creeks and Rivers,
Oh,
and it was like really cool. But they wanted it to just be like really simple, and I had made this kind of like, I don't know, Coldplay-ish, Pink Floyd accordion music thing or something out of it. It was just that was one of the few times where we went in different directions, but then we all sat there, we fought for about an hour, and it came out really cool. So yeah, both of them are very I've worked with both of them separately, on Breathe In. I forget, Elizabeth had to get back to school or something like
I
that,
had to go
so
to work. Yeah.
yeah. So that one I started with Lily. We finished it all together, but I started with Lily, and and it was cool. It was like I'd never worked with just Lily, and I'm afraid of her sometimes. She's like very she's scary. She will like put you in your place by just no. I was like, okay, cool, no problem.
And she'll look at you, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
So just
making,
show-
she's
yeah.
making up for her itty bittiness. She's making up for her itty bittiness. So
Yeah, and she'll come in.
she's the middle child. So she's got to
Yeah.
do something.
She comes in this, yeah, she'll come in the studio, and I can tell she doesn't feel good. So for me, that's like just, it's like go to church, So I start like hassling her, which is, perfect. She's like, I don't feel good, and so instead of saying, okay, I'll leave you alone, I just bam, 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 bam.
He
until
harasses
she-
her.
You say back, and then you eventually shut up, and everything's fine.
Yeah, yeah. They push back. They didn't push back when I first met them. They were just like, now they're not afraid of me anymore. So.
Hey, well, we all work together. We don't have a filter. We just are family.
Yeah, hey, yeah, it's perfect. Family, yeah.
Yo, baby. That makes
Yeah,
it.
yo,
That
baby.
makes it even better. That makes
Yeah.
it even better.
I
So,
mean-
Mary has returned, and she's brought a poem with her, I do believe.
I have
Yeah.
not read it or heard it in a long time, so go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm going to try to, I will try to get through this without crying, but I can't guarantee it. So, okay. She did this in 9th grade.
Oh my god,
She was
I was
14.
14.
She's a baby.
this
All right.
was 10 years ago.
Was this from his voice?
Oh, you just wait till you're like 40 years ago. My high school sweetheart passed away, and I haven't seen her in 50 years. That's anyway. Go ahead, Mary.
Okay. It says The Wind Beneath My Wings by Elizabeth Jackson, a role model, a hero, a respectable elder. Everyone looks up to someone. For me, this person is my mother. She has raised me, taught me many things, and made me the person that I am today. She has shown me that caring for and taking care of family and loved ones comes with sacrifice. There will always be bumpy roads, but if we have faith and trust in God, He will always guide us and give us strength. Philippians 4:13. My mother has always been there for me, good or bad. Huh?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. She's helped me through my darkest times. She's told me stories about her bumps in the road, and I've seen her internal strength. Okay. I got to stop for a second. All right. She's always had faith in God. Knowing this about my mother has made me stronger. I've been able to help others in darker situations. Mom has always told me that even though it seems like the sunshine will never return, it will soon. That has definitely helped me see the brighter side to things. Maybe that's why I'm happy all the time. I push aside the darkness and look for sunshine. Another thing that my mom has taught me is that you have to fight for what you know is right. You have to fight for justice, because good overcoming evil is always a victory won, a victory that needs to be won. But there was a time in our life that justice was pushed aside. It was very hard on all of us. It was hard to be strong through it all. It was the hardest on my mom, and I could see that. She kept it inside because she didn't want to worry her children. She is a super mom. She always has done her best to take care of us, even when it meant sacrifice. Being her first daughter and child, she and my father have always been very protective. I'm glad they have. I haven't always understood why, but I see now that they were only keeping me safe from the bad influences and negatives in the world. My mother has told me that raising a child is very difficult, but somehow she makes it look easy. I know she's asked God for guidance and strength, and she has taught me to do the same. She means everything to me. I love her more than I can ever say. I can tell her anything, and she's made me who I am today. She's been with me every step of the way. Her love is unconditional. I hope that I will grow up to be like her someday. This is, oh my gosh. This is why my mother is the wind beneath my wings, the person I look up to. This is why she's my hero.
I got to tell you, you were beyond your years at 14.
Oof.
That's pretty amazing.
I love you so much.
And we're going to give Mary a chance to put her act together here, because, but Ted and we need to take our break. And when we come out of this break, I'm going to play the premiere on this show of Wind Beneath My Wings, and then we're going to talk about it. Can we do that?
I got a clarinet.
He is incorrigible,
Absolutely. Don't ever give him ammunition. Just don't do it.
He's our comedic relief.
So we're going to take this quick break, and then we're going to come back to the Sister J version and Ted Perlman's version of Wind Beneath My Wings. I think you're going to need a tissue for this one, too.
Oh.
So we'll be right back.
You're listening to Brushwood Media Network, the best in syndicated talk, news, and entertainment shows.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
My hero, my hero. My hero, did you ever know? Must have been cold there in my shadow, to never have sunlight on your face. content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Only a face without a name. I never once heard you complain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle, with you as the wind beneath my wings. My hero, my hero, did you ever know? Might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle, with you as the wind beneath my wings. Did you ever know you are my hero? Hero, hero. Did you ever know you are my hero? Hero, my hero, my hero, my hero. Did you ever know you're my hero? Did you ever know that you're my hero? Fly, fly, fly. And everything I would like to be. High against the sky. I could fly higher than an eagle, with you as the wind beneath my wings. Thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
And that is Sisters J. They are an amazing duo, and I got to tell you, Mama Bear, how are you? Are you still weepy-eyed? Or you?
No, I've come back online. I'm here. Oh my gosh. I just, wow. Yeah.
You- I've never- now, come on. I've never heard that you're speechless. You've always got something to say.
Well then.
I do. Yes, I'm just, wow. I just love the song. I love the song. And I really would love for us to be able to make like a video with the girls. We just have to get the sync license for it. You know, Kevin made that video.
It's beautiful.
We haven't seen it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was a video for it. You know, so
Well,
it's
he
really,
put it
really
up
nice.
on he put it up on his YouTube channel because things are so funny about sync licensing and music right now. So Kevin has put that up, and
I
then
mean, if you have a problem with anything, I just call Jeff, and and so if there was something that's being held up, Jeff Jeff would be thrilled to hear that. That's a great version.
Well, we need to send it to him. Now, I did call him back when we were trying to get everything worked out, and he said he doesn't own the. I mean, he doesn't. There's a publishing house in Nashville that has the music, and you can't get a hold of anybody there to get a sync license.
Wow. I found a letter here that the Sisters J wrote to me when we started working together, and I just want to read it. And it says, "Dear Ted, you are the greatest producer that we have ever had, and you're just the coolest thing on the planet. And we're so happy to be working with you. Love, Sisters J."
They,
Kevin,
well,
he's being very sassy right now.
Oh no, I know. I think he was holding a map in his hand.
I'm not. No, this is actually no. This is. I found a church. I always found a Catholic church, so I finally found a place nearby, St. Francis of Assisi.
Oh, cool! Wonderful.
But that's what this was for mass schedule. So anyway, I don't have that kind of letter, but knowing them, they really their mother has been so influential in how they turned out as women, and their mother is her story. You could do a whole show on just her, with coming from Hollywood and stuff. Yeah, she's an author, so I mean, she's just an impressive woman. And the two girls really got so much from them, and then they took it and they made it their own, which is really cool. But they're both that's the truth. That's not like a made up letter or something like that. So I could write a letter about all of them, having met them 3 years ago or so, and it was really it's been one of the most positive experiences of Nashville for me, is working with them over the the last 3.5 years, and I hope we can still keep working together and do more things. So I hope we get to write something together, because that would be really cool.
Yeah, Ted wants to write a song with the girls that will go out so that he can do writers rounds with them, because those are so popular here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Songwriter rounds.
Well, and Mary told me an interesting story that you were at the keyboard, or you were at the console, and your back was to everybody, and you were looking at it, and Elizabeth, I think it was Elizabeth, had called Mary up to sing some of the harmonies, and you didn't even know, and then you turned around and were shocked.
Yeah, you did that. Yes,
there was a few choice words said.
That was a fun day.
That was fun.
I mean, we started out recording at a really dear friend of theirs who's got this great place, Mark Green, and it was just we started there, and then we did some work over at the house, and then we came back to my place in Nashville. So we've been all over, but I'm not going to miss that much about Nashville, but I definitely going to miss working with them. Hendersonville, Nashville, they're one of the most positive things. People say, why do you want to leave Nashville? They are just have such a warm spot in my heart wherever we work.
It'll be good.
Yeah. They just really are special people. And I said, they're one of the, if everybody was like them in Nashville, then I would never want to leave.
Well, that would be nice. Wouldn't it be fun to work with just a bunch of people that are, just all about creation, just being creative and being positive and putting good work out there,
Yeah. I want to say some prayers for my friends. Before I came to Nashville, we were in Los Angeles, and I keep talking to people that have lost their home. One of the my teachers at Fuller Seminary, his Christopher Hayes, his father Richard Hayes, who's very famous from Duke, just passed away this past week. I just found out he lost his house too. So in 1 week he lost his father, and then him and his wife lost their house. So people, and it's not that far from where we were staying in certain parts of Pasadena. And so it's like people I know out in Malibu. I mean, it looks like World War III out there. Even famous is a songwriter, Diane Warren, a friend of mine that everybody knows. Diane, she's the most successful songwriter in the history of music. And her house, it didn't care whether you were rich or not. Her house is gone out there.
Billy Crystal's house is gone too.
Billy Crystal. I think Mandy Moore, right? I think Mandy Moore's house is gone too. I think I saw her post.
Yeah, Mel Gibson was on a show talking, and while he was on the show talking, his house is burning down. The Hollywood sign burned down.
Is that real though? Because somebody said it was AI. Is it real?
No. Yeah, real. Yeah, definitely. the wind, it was 100-mile-an-hour winds. And when I lived there back in 2007, I came out of my house. I was in Lakeview Terrace, down the block from Middle Ranch, where everybody keeps their horses. And I walked out, the ABC News van was out there, and I said, "Hey, what's up? What are you guys doing here?" And they pointed up at the hills, and the mountain at the end of my block was on fire. And that was the station fire. And there's a funny story is there was a famous guitar player across the street from me named Waddy Wachtel. And Waddy played with Keith Richards. He was Stevie Nicks' musical director. And so anyway, both of us were out, and they would say, "Evacuate." So he's putting guitars in his van, and I was putting guitars in my van. And I said, "Hey, what about your wife?" He said, "Oh, I can always get another wife. I can't get another 52 Les Paul." I was like, man, only a musician would say something that stupid. But it was, it's something you live with wherever you like. Down here, we're in West Palm Beach, and you don't get that many hurricanes here. My father's been here for 30 years, and so they would have things, but not as bad as certain other parts of Florida.
Right.
So this is pretty. It somehow or another it doesn't kick in over here that bad. On the West Coast, I have friends in Tampa. My friend Bobby Vinton, one of the houses got completely tore up over there. So but you have that in here. And then you have snowstorms in Chicago, in the Midwest. You have earthquakes and fires in California. So, there's no place you go that doesn't have some force of Mother Nature. And it just keeps you humble and know that your Mother Nature and God is in charge. So, every
Amen.
place has challenges, wherever you live. New York, I mean, storms up there, whatever, it doesn't matter. And floods in the Midwest. So God is in control. God is in charge. And just humbles you, and
Well,
pray for people.
I'm just glad there's no such thing as global warming. That's just me.
Oh,
Sorry,
right.
didn't mean to
Right,
say
okay.
that. But now there is one place that is very calm. It rains a little bit there, but it's very calm. They don't have any snakes. They don't have any alligators or anything like that. And I'm not going to tell you where that is because I don't want you to move here.
Oh, see, it's Seattle.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Seattle? Is that
Yes, sir.
Seattle?
You have a lot
Seattle,
of rain, don't you?
Yeah. It's the most rain in the country. You never get any sun.
That's why I'm white. Sorry.
Wait, I have to show you. Wait, I'm going to take the phone, and I'm going to walk the phone out to the patio. You have to see this.
All
This
right,
is
let's
unbelievable.
see this beautiful.
Don't get it, and it's nighttime, so it's really cool in the day. And we're like, no, say hi to Bert Becker. We're like, hello, Bert. Wait, there's Bert. Okay, hold on.
Look at he's a bit of a name dropper. Have you noticed that?
So I'm going.
Really? Wow.
Hey,
Let me see
before we get done, I want you girls to show your award.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yes, it's right there.
The one that's right over there. You
Yeah.
can actually see it. Wait,
Oh,
move.
go get it. Go get it.
You can
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
see it
just
there.
grab
You can
it.
see it.
Oh, there's my book behind Lissa.
Yeah,
Oh yes, right there.
There's Carson.
it's
How
Carson.
do I turn the camera? So okay, I'll do behind me. You can see.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a great view, Ted.
I like that. That's the ocean over there, and this is the inlet where the ships come and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see, but it's like I mean, it's if I hold it over, it's 30 floors down, which is
Ooh.
really cool.
I'm scared of heights.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. Oh. But in the daytime, so all the rooms face out. That it's like really really cool. It's just beautiful. So it's just nice to be able to sing and have that going on behind you.
Great place to write.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and it's right out here. It's really cool. So
That's so cool.
And
it is in the daytime. It's just beautiful though.
Mm.
okay, Ted, enough about you. I want to talk about Wind Beneath My Wings and
Okay,
how
sorry.
they can find it. No, that's okay. I love you. You're an awesome dude. I just have to tell you. And
Thank you.
and you've been so nice to me. Do you remember the first time that you came on the show, and you did something from Home Alone?
Oh yeah, you got to do your Kevin.
Kevin, yeah, I was just watching that the other day. Every Christmas. you
Yeah,
have
we
to
did
watch,
too. And
Yeah,
watching it makes me think about Kevin from Positive Talk.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kevin, yeah. So that's
Okay, do your
cool.
Kevin. Do your interpretation.
Oh, mine? No, I'm way beyond that now. You know.
He's
Yeah, no, I'm not silly anymore. I don't do the thing like that. But I was
oh,
watching it. It's so cool. It's so cool because they show when they go to New York. There's all these places that I know there. The Plaza Hotel, and I've done functions there, and even my Donald Trump. They had Donald Trump had a cameo in the Home Alone 2, which is
Mhm.
pretty cool. So
We just saw that like last week. Yeah.
yeah, well, Home Alone 1 is great. Home Alone 2 is great. 3 is like they changed Macaulay Culkin, and it was like,
It doesn't count. It
yeah,
doesn't
not
count.
so good.
Apparently there was a fourth, but we don't talk about that in a fifth.
Yeah, the
I know,
fourth one's not good. Yeah, they just kept pushing it, further and further away.
you know
But
how Disney is.
yeah,
Okay.
let's get one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. So
Right. So let's talk
um,
about Wind Beneath My Wings. It was a 7-hour day with Ted. It was 7 hours.
We were there for that long.
Mm-hmm.
It
yeah,
didn't feel that way.
No, we just working, we just working, and it was just a lot of fun. I mean, if people are really, really good and they know who they are and they know what they're doing, then it's easy for me to work with them. And we just work, and we can laugh, and the work gets done. The
Mhm.
hardest thing for me is working with people who don't know what they're doing, and so I'm not very funny in those situations unless I'm trying to make somebody feel comfortable. They're nervous, but the two of these girls are just great, and there's no stress. We just work. The only stress is, did Mary go out, and how's she going to get back in with the food?
Yeah, mom's
Yeah,
real deal.
I'm the food
We
runner.
don't get
I
so
always,
food running.
I always
Yeah,
keep Ted's belly full. So
yeah. Thank you.
But
But
my
we
goals-
work. It's really easy, and the singing is, I mean, it's a lot of it's work. It's hard work. I can't say it's not hard work to get like the right sound and the tone, and who's going to sing what, and who's going to sing what part. But it's why God put all of us on this planet, and it's never felt like work. It always just felt like we're just making a joyful noise.
It was just fun,
Yes.
Yeah,
it was emotional. It was emotional, the recording. I know
yeah.
yeah, Elizabeth texted me. We're sitting in there and she texts me. We're on the same sofa. And she texts me and she says, this is my favorite recording ever. Like this is the
Aw.
most emotional or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. It was
Yeah.
fun doing it, and it was really, I liked the harmonies that we did with this song
hmm
in particular. It felt nice with the music.
Mhm.
Well,
And
you guys,
our version
maybe
has a section that doesn't exist anywhere else.
Right. It does have a different it has this, yeah, definitely section.
It
We
doesn't
do
have
need
whistling in it.
we do need to see it.
My hero, yeah. There's a verse, there's a bridge in there that's not even in the song, which is like really, really cool. That my hero. Did you ever know that you were mine? I mean, it's just awesome. At the end, it make me cry. It's just
Mm.
very emotional, and it's one of my favorite things ever. And it's literally that's a perfect record from beginning to end. There's no places where it's like, oh, we should have done this or that. I mean, everything is there, and yet it's not overblown. It's just really simple, but it's just the emotional peaks in there are just so strong and powerful.
everyone I play that song for absolutely loves it
Oh.
How do we get
because of
that
the
out? How do we
yeah.
get it out further?
Yeah, we need to get it out further. And it's so hard when it's a cover and not an original. But how do we get it out further? We need your help out there. People are calling for help. Please share the music, like the music, download the music, give it to somebody else, put it on a billboard, I don't know, contact the girls.
No, do a video of the first responders in California and put this
Oh.
song behind them. The people that are on the ground and going to, the firemen. Those are like the heroes. And,
Mm.
put this behind that. That'll go viral in one day.
Okay,
Just get
Kevin,
all
can
the
you get Demi on that?
I'll work on it.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
she's the maestro man with video.
Yeah.
She's simply amazing. And my favorite part of that video is when you talk about your heart, and she's got that young lady that has got the light on her heart and
I
stuff.
know. I
was
love
so
that. It's
pretty.
beautiful.
hmm
It was so
That,
pretty.
that was so pretty. And you guys, you create your own harmonies. Who is the maestro behind that?
Those two.
Well, yeah.
God.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was saying me, but yes, it is God. Very much, very much.
They
Yeah,
can
when we-
harmonize. They can harmonize a phone book. I mean, I've seen them do it. We've done live gigs where they're just singing harmony, and it's like, do you even know the song? No, but they're just singing the harmony. I
That's
mean, it's
beautiful.
incredible. Yeah, they could okay. They could harmonize a burp. I was going to use another.
I
If
love
I
was
remember
it.
correctly, Ted said that we could fart in harmony.
That was what I was. Yeah, I was going there, but
Ted said
I
that.
pulled it.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah.
when we first started, they wanted to be called. Did y'all wanted to be called Voices 3, right? Is that it? Because yeah, you tell why.
Well, when I play guitar or piano, and then we would harmonize, oftentimes I would hear just other chords and other things, and it just kind of sounded like another voice to me.
Yeah.
And it always just kind of felt like, we're singing for God. Maybe He's singing with us. I mean, we wouldn't be so
good.
bold as to say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It feels like that. And
Mhm.
so we wanted to be called Voices 3. And then also 3 is a holy number.
Mhm.
But I don't remember why we didn't do that.
Serenity.
I know why, because of the first producer.
Oh, right. But then also we didn't want to confuse people with like the number and then there just being 2 of us. But it's a
Yeah,
deeper
but like
thing.
people do that all the time.
Well, we
I thought
wanted to do
it was very Jewish because at Passover we always leave a place for Elijah. So I was like, okay, cool, Elizabeth, Lily, and Elijah, perfect. There's
Well,
always a place for somebody else.
all I got to tell you is this hour's gone by
way too fast.
way too
It has gone by very, very quickly.
Can they show their award they won real quick? It's so
Yes.
exciting.
please. And what's the award for?
This
Best vocal duo.
it's the
ISSA.
International Singer Songwriters Association.
Association.
Yeah,
One
very
gold
cool.
for vocal duo for Breathe In.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that song. And
There's a globe. Like there's like a tiny earth. It's
and you know
spherical.
what
So cool.
What I really love about that song is you're taking the people that have worked with Mary and autism and other folks,
Mhm.
and you're taking them as they are, and the joy that some of these people have on their face just to be there with you was just
Mhm.
amazing. And that makes it like there was an African American young man that had a great smile, and he makes me cry every time I look at that because it's
You would love him if you met him in person. He is just so much joy in a
He's
room.
so sweet.
Love him, love him, love him. His mom's a nurse, or she works in the medical field, but he just is. We love him.
The
Listen,
children.
I have to go because I have to pack up to get to the airport at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ted, thank you. Ted Perlman has been our guest. Thank you, sisters Jay, Mary. Anybody got anything they'd like to add before I go? Because I've got to play my exit song and then we're done.
Yeah, girls,
Thank
what do you
you
want to
so
say?
much
Thank you
for having us on. We
Thank
love
you.
you so much. And
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. For
a true
for-
blessing. We wouldn't
Well,
be.
thank you, Kevin, for producing.
That's
Yes.
right.
yes,
Yes, that's
executive
right.
producing that song. Yes, Kevin, the
Yes.
executive producer, and Kevin made that happen. So we thank you for that.
we wouldn't be where
So-
we are today without you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
stop. Even that's not true. You
Oh,
guys are so talented.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
guys-
give a Sisters Day snap for you, Kevin.
Well, and by the way, the song that I used for my intro and outro, I also own that song, and that Tommy Tika from Sweden wrote that for me. So,
That's cool.
yeah. But thank you, everybody. Will you come back, please, 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 please?
Sure.
We have to because we're going to keep doing music, so we have to.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly. I want to be your
Daytime, so I can show you the cool view out the window.
Yeah.
exactly. I want to be your Ed Sullivan. And now,
Okay.
here they are, sisters J.
And the Beatles. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you,
Listen,
everybody.
God bless everybody. I'll talk to you all
Love you,
soon.
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
So
Thank you,
so
Kevin.
good to-
Thanks for listening to this episode of Positive Talk with Kevin McDonald. Our purpose is to provide everyone with a positive, entertaining, and educational experience. I would love your feedback and comments about the show, including possible topics and great guest suggestions. Please email me at kevin@kmmedia.pro. And remember, be kind to one another because each other's all we've got. That's Kevin at kmmedia.pro.